Mitch. Unlike most others, Mitch's relationship with the Night of Champion goes back to the first edition. He was to make it to the Night of Champion, but couldn't because of schoolwork. He was runner-up in the Lagos-wide 500-man tournament, but was beaten by Arogs in the final. Back then, podium finishers were allowed to compete, so he also had the invite to come through. But he couldn't because of personal reasons. This season, having lost the final twice in Episode 1 and Episode 3, he eventually clinched his participation ticket in Season 4. Finally, he was here, and so his journey to the Night of Champion began. His draw was pulled from the second bowl, and he was slotted into Group A, a group that had Baji Jr., Zadok, and Mr. Ogre, the winners of Episode 2, 7, and 8. Only 2 could qualify, and with his coach Boyd by his side, he began his journey. His first opponent, the priest from Calabar, Zadok. Mitch's Germany versus Zadok's Real Madrid. Mitch started the charge, pinning Zadok in his own half, but Zadok did well in keeping him at bay. Mitch broke through again with some splendid attacking combination and hit the bar at the 20th minute as Zadok continued to struggle to get into the game. And at the 30th minute, Mitch eventually broke through. He had been knocking for so long. Conceding the goal woke Zadok up, and he immediately attempted an attack of his own. But Mitch shut down the play with some great goalkeeper movement. The back and forth continued until the 42nd minute, and Mitch's defense eventually faltered. A combination of beautiful dribbling and incisive passing sliced through Mitch's defense, and just like that, it was 1-1 to bring the first half to a close. The second half was even more close. It's all about tiny margins here, and it was all defensive masterclass from both players. Mitch's defense was broken again, but he held to the draw tenaciously at 65 minute. But nothing came together for both players, attacking-wise. 88 minute, Zadok. 89 minute, Mitch. And the second half ended goalless. The game ended 1-1, and Mitch had 1 point in the bag. Everyone in Group A had drawn at the first round to show how tough this competition was. Mitch had to try to break away now, and he had to try to do that against the champion of Episode 2, Baji Jr. Baji had never lost in the nest. Mitch now had his work cut out for him. Germany versus Real Madrid, both on 1 point, and 3 more points here was all they needed to qualify. And so the match began. There was no clear chance in the first 15 minutes, until Baji broke through the Mitch's rock-solid defense with controlled pass attack in the 23rd minute, but still couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Mitch survived. The game entered another balance of threat for about 15 minutes, until the 38th minute, when Baji finished up another controlled attacking session with a beautiful trivela that just went wide. The match remained goalless at half-time, and even though Mitch seemed like he was not in position, he broke through Baji's defense in the 48th minute, but still couldn't hit the target. As though retribution for failing to make his chance count, Mitch conceded the chance, and Baji this time was clinical. Mitch was down 1-0. Mitch came fighting back, but Baji kept him in check. But eventually, Mitch broke through at the 64th minute. 1-1. In what was really a tight game, Mitch was still falling behind by tight margins, and he conceded another chance just after his equalizer. Luckily, he survived, and the luck evolved from just surviving to triumphing, as in the 88th minute, when we all thought we were having a second draw in Group A, Mitch capitalized on Baji Jr.'s failure to clear the ball. At this stage, small errors, even if they are reflex actions, get punished. And with the last kick of the game, Mitch clinched it 2-1. 4 points on the board and clear leader of Group A. Mitch had one leg in the semis now. All he needed to do was to avoid defeat against his third opponent, the champion of Episode 7, Mr. Oga, who was bottom of the table and needed this win by all means. They had played in the quarterfinal of Episode 3 when Mitch ended Mr. Oga's run in the episode. So Mitch must have been confident for this second meeting. As soon as the game started, Mitch wasted no time. Scored in the 9th minute. The first chance of the game as he wanted to settle definitively his place in the semis. He continued to dominate the game and worked out another clear chance in the 21st minute. This time, his attacking intent was quelled by great goalkeeper movement from Mr. Oga. But Mitch pressed on from the resulting corner. The subsequent attack from the resulting corner put another chink in Mr. Oga's armor. 21 minute, 2 goals up. Mitch was clearly in the driver's seat. And though his opponent digged in, Mitch's defense was seemingly impregnable. 2-0 up going into halftime. And even in the second half, Mitch maintained pressure. And this gave way to yet another opportunity to put the game beyond reach in the 63rd minute. But he didn't take it. And one thing the Night of Champions has taught us is that in elite competitions, failing to be ruthless in attack will inevitably lead to failure to be solid in defense. In the 78th minute, the great wall of Mitch was broken. 2-1. But Mitch wasn't worried now. 12 minutes to go and all he needed to qualify was a draw. And in an attempt to secure anything from the game, Mr. Oga gave Mitch the chance to inflict a coup de grace, and he did in the 87th minute. 3-1 now, and the semis are before us. In the second group, King Nonex, the winner of Episode 6, was the runner-up and effectively the one to face Mitch. Germany versus Bayern Munich. And as soon as the match started, Nonex was definitely on the front foot in the 3rd minute. The match itself was cagey, but Nonex seemed to have the upper hand. And the first blow was delivered 20 minutes. Mitch had to wake up now. Nonex wasn't here to play, and he launched his own attack as well. But Nonex remained resolute with his keep-outs. But the pressure was clearly on Mitch, as he wanted to get back into the game quickly, thus leading to some mistakes in the 34th minute. But Nonex wasn't able to capitalize, and his failure to capitalize quickly evolved into a failure to clear the ball. And in the 37th minute, he lost the plot whilst trying to clear the ball with his goalkeeper, and Mitch punished him ruthlessly. 1-1. Mitch was finally back in the game. All Nonex's work undone. All Mitch's anxiety calmed. And so the halftime ended. The second half was everything now. The second half began. Both threatening, none penetrating. Both defenses were in the highest form of elite. 60 minutes and no shot at all in the second half. Talk less of short on target. But Nonex finally in the 65th minute got the clearest chance of the day, but met waiting the well-oiled defensive wall of Mitch. Corner conceded. And the corner, though well worked, only resulted in a tame shot. Nonex seemed to have the upper hand, but nothing was still coming through till the 85th minute. His controlled possession led to a well-worked shot, but was saved by Mitch's pristine goalkeeper movement. 1-1 at full time, and we were going to have our first and what turned out to be the only penalty shootout of the tournament. Anybody can win it now. And that's how Mitch sealed his place in the final. A final he was to play against none other than Adefola. Mitch versus Fola. Before now, they had met 2 times during the season, but this was the moment. Who wins this tournament? Germany versus VfL Bochum. And like a proper final, it started cagey. Balance of power, balance of threats. 30 minutes in, 0-0. No one had broken the deadlock. One could say in the balance of play, Fola had the advantage. But at the 33rd minute, Mitch decided to tweak some tactics. And like magic, this almost immediately worked out for him. Now 1-0. Mitch has not lost in 13 games in the nest now, and him leading only makes the task more Herculean for any opponent. But if anyone can crack it, it was Fola. Their history and rivalry, as well as the fact that comebacks have been Fola's bread and butter in this tournament. Aided by his amended tactics, Mitch kept pressing aggressively, and Fola was trying to take control but just couldn't. Half-time and Fola was down 1-0. The second half began, caged again. But at the 53 minute, Fola breaks through but somehow couldn't pull the trigger. What is happening here? Somehow Mitch survived. A penalty was not given either. 67 minute, still 1 goal down. Fola kept trying, but nothing. Mitch then found his own well-crafted opportunity in the 77 minute. How didn't he score that? And just when the oohs and ahs in the arena were recovering, another major miss at the 79 minute, and Mitch couldn't seal it again. These are very expensive mistakes. But Mitch wasn't backing down. The 83rd minute came and he was third time lucky. This time, he broke through again, and he finally broke the camel's back. Was it offside? It doesn't even matter. This was it. Finally, emotions. What a way to win the title. How did he keep a clean sheet against Fola? How did he get back against Nonex? Every single match has led to this point. Skill, luck, fate, destiny. Everything aligned here for us to have the Season 1 Ultimate Champion. The winner of the 1 million take-all prize pool. The one who stands alone as the 2025 Phoenix Hall of Famer. He was beaten to it by Arogs in Season 0. But now, in Season 1, he takes his place in the Phoenix pantheon of the FIFA gods.